What if I told you? Most people don't stay broke because they're lazy. They stay broke because they don't understand when it's time to level up. Life isn't one big jackpot. It's a staircase. And if you miss the right moment to climb, you get stuck. Or worse, you jump too early, skip the grind, and fall flat on your face. Every level of investing demands a new mindset, a new strategy, and knowing exactly when to move up is what separates the rich from the restless. In this video, I'm going to break down the 8 real levels of investing, from barely surviving to owning the damn your own private island. You'll learn why skipping levels is dangerous, why grinding too long can waste years, and how to recognize the exact moment you're ready to evolve. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see your financial journey with razor-sharp clarity. So buckle up, because this isn't just a guide, it's the roadmap you never got. And today, we start climbing. Level 1, $0 to invest. Mentally bankrupt, financially too. You're not investing yet, you're just surviving. Rent's due, your bank balance is under 3 digits. Coffee feels like a luxury. Every expense gets the side eye. At this level, the only asset you've got is your attention. Your future depends on what you do with it. Are you watching reels of rich kids dancing on yachts? Or are you learning about how money actually works? This stage is all about mindset. You've got to uninstall the broke mentality software. Because no, credit card points are not passive income. And no, that influencer's new NFT isn't the solution. The smartest move? Learn. Read books, watch finance YouTubers, listen to podcasts. Build the habit of thinking in returns, not reactions. If you can't invest money yet, invest time into your financial literacy. That's the foundation. Level 2. Investing $100 per month. The consistent rookie. All right, you've made it out of survival mode. Now you're putting in around $100 a month. Respect. That's discipline. It's not life-changing money yet, but you're not here to gamble. You're here to grow. Most people mess this up by chasing 100x returns. They throw $100 at some new AI token that promises to revolutionize pizza delivery via blockchain. Just know. At this level, your best friend is simplicity. Think ETFs, index funds, or maybe a diversified mutual fund. You want steady compounding, not flashy promises. And here's the kicker. You're not investing to get rich today. You're building the habit that will make you rich later. That $100 is your way of telling the universe, hey, I take my future seriously now. Level 3. $500 to $1,000 per month. The builder. Now you're playing with tools that can actually shape your future. You've got income, you've got discipline, you've got a game plan. This is where compound interest stops whispering and starts talking. At this level, people often open up multiple accounts, like retirement accounts, brokerage accounts, even REITs. You're starting to think, how do I lower my taxes, instead of, how do I double my money overnight? This is where long-term thinking kicks in. You're comparing 8% versus 10% annual returns. You're learning terms like expense ratio and dollar cost averaging, and you understand them. The goal here isn't to feel rich, it's to be in control. You're designing a financial system that will serve you for decades. Oh, and your broke friends might start calling you lucky. Smile. Let them. Level 4, $5,000 plus saved. The first taste of power. Now we're getting somewhere. You've got $5,000 saved? That's not just a safety net, it's a lever. It means you can take calculated risks. You're not rich yet, but you're not desperate either. And that's powerful. This is the level where money starts buying you something far more valuable than stuff. Options. Want to switch jobs? Take a break? Start a side hustle? You've got room to breathe. Most people panic at this level and either hoard cash out of fear or YOLO it into something dumb. Don't be that person. Stay strategic. Think, how can this money make more money? Maybe you start a Roth IRA. Maybe you invest in your skills, like learning a high-paying tech skill or launching a small online biz. The money itself isn't the goal. The freedom it gives you is. Level 5, 25,000 plus invested. The serious investor. Okay, now you've got skin in the game. You're not just thinking like an investor, you are one. Your portfolio isn't just some loose change in a Robinhood account. It's structured, diversified, purposeful. You've likely got a mix: stocks, ETFs, maybe some bonds, maybe crypto. You understand risk profiles. You've accepted that boring often wins. This is where your net worth becomes a topic you actually track, not avoid. You're using budgeting tools, setting quarterly goals, reviewing asset allocations. And here's the shift. You're no longer trying to look rich. You're focused on being wealthy. You're okay skipping that expensive dinner or iPhone upgrade, not because you're cheap, but because your money's got a job, and it's working for your future. Level 6, 100,000 plus invested. The wealth strategist. 6 figures invested. Damn. At this stage, your money is no longer just growing. It's compounding at scale. Even at a modest 7% return, you're looking at $7,000 a year, just from your investments. That's a solid vacation. Or 6 months of living expenses. You're no longer asking, how much can I invest? Now you're asking, how do I protect and multiply this? You've probably spoken to a financial advisor. Maybe even set up trusts, diversified internationally, or dipped into real estate. Also, tax strategy becomes crucial now. Because losing money to the market hurts, but losing it to poor planning? That's just dumb. Oh, and one more thing. This is when people start asking you for advice. Be generous, but humble. You're building generational wealth now. Stay sharp. Level 7, $1 million invested. The time millionaire. Now you're not just rich in money, you're rich in time. You don't have to work. You choose to work. Your passive income can cover your lifestyle. You've got multiple income streams, and your assets are likely spread across real estate, businesses, index funds, and maybe a few clever plays. Your conversations are no longer about saving money. They're about legacy, impact, philosophy. How much is enough becomes a real question. At this level, you've won the game that 95% of people never even start playing seriously. But the real win? You did it intentionally, with strategy, with patience. Now, it's about using that wealth to amplify your values, whether that's family, freedom, or funding wild moonshot ideas. Level 8, $10 million plus invested. The capital architect. Welcome to the financial endgame. Here, money behaves differently. You don't spend wealth, you allocate it. You're managing a portfolio like a small company. You're part of angel syndicates, private equity deals, venture funds. You don't just invest in trends, you shape them. At this point, your name might be on a hospital wing, or at least on a startup cap table. You're no longer optimizing for income. You're optimizing for impact. Your decisions ripple out, creating jobs, funding change, influencing entire industries. And weirdly enough, this level brings you full circle. The flex isn't flashy anymore. It's privacy, peace, and power used wisely. If you've made it here, congrats. But remember, wealth amplifies who you already are. So be someone worth multiplying. So, which level are you at right now? No shame, no judgment, just awareness. Because the goal isn't to rush to the top. It's to move intentionally to the next level. Every step matters. If this helped you think differently about money, hit like, drop a comment with your level, and subscribe for more deep dive content like this. Because remember, money isn't just about numbers, it's about freedom, legacy, and building a life that actually means something. See you in the next one.